Finally, Alex texts me back. Yo, Alex.
Hey.
How come you're not good? What do you mean by not good?
What do you mean? There's good and then there's not good.
Well, my
Pretty
friend...
simple.
Okay, the reason I asked you that is my friend, who's 2 years older than you, just went in and have a quadruple. That's why when you say not good, I'm like, what the hell is not good?
No, only a double bypass.
Punch you. Yeah. He decided to, do his work in Iowa, at his sister's house. So he was going to fly off. He saw me on the 3rd, which is Thursday, gave me the key so I can, check his house while don't know how long he's going to be there. He's thinking of 14 days, maybe a month. I was just going to grab the mail, and so I was kind of honored, and he entrusted me with the keys. And on the 4th, a week ago, it was Friday. I was supposed to take him to the airport, but I was taking my dad to the doctor. So he called Uber. So around 4, I thought he made it to the Midwest. So I say, "You made it?" No response. So I'm like, okay, he doesn't respond to me anyways. So the Friday after that, a week after that, I went to check the mail and, his house. I opened the door, and his sister scared the hell out of me and told me that he passed out at the airport, and they drove him to Swedish, and they cracked him up, and he's still at ICU. He just called me from ICU.
He didn't even make it out of Seattle?
No. He had diabetes too, and he was depressed. Microsoft developer, so. And we were going to Vietnam, I think 2018. We even bought tickets, but he pissed me off, so I didn't go. Because we went to Parlor, and this girl was flirting with him, which was fine. But, you fill out this comment thing. I gave it to her, and I saw her took it and trash it. And I approached her, and I said, "Hey, why you gonna have us fill that out? Oh, hey, do you turn my survey in for the lottery?" And she said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Then what's it in the trash next to you?" And he wasn't helping me. And then she said, "I didn't do that." And I said, "Well, I'd like to talk to your manager." "Oh, he's not here." Then she went off and approaching some guy in a suit. So I assumed that was a manager, and she whispered something to him. Then when I said to him, "Yeah, you had us fill out the comment for the comedy club," and I filled it out and I gave it to her, and she threw it in the trash. And guess what that guy said? The manager said, "Lady, you need to get out of here." So I was like, huh. So I walked out, and John was standing there and didn't defend me on anything. So I was so pissed off. So when I went home, I told John, I texted him, "We're not going to Vietnam." He was upset. And I'm like, "You didn't get my back. That dude was mean to me, and you didn't get my back. And imagine you were in Vietnam, somebody attacked you. I would get your back. I faced racism, and I don't care if she flirt with you. That's no biggie. I mean, great. But why do you throw my..." I'm like, hello? But now he just had a quadruple, and he's in ICU, and he just called me from ICU, and I told him to be mentally strong and tell them to get the hell out of the ICU and go up to the cardio floor and to get home, because he's been on ICU for 10 days, got a tube feeding in his nose, got a catheter, got IV. He looked haggard.
That's what happens when you go to ICU.
Well, that's why when you say not good, I'm like, what?
Okay, better than him, but not good.
I'm like, huh? Don't say that kind of bullshit. You're not good. Okay, I can understand you're not in Vietnam, but okay. People are flying there, by the way. People living there, by the way, during this time. Actually, it's perfect time for you because you're a dog sign and this year's a mouse.
This year's a mouse.
Yeah.
The mouse is kicking the dog's ass. Okay.
The dog have a very, very broad thinking, okay? If you just narrow to one scope and then you get through it. It's just a freaking little mouse, man. Because you want everything. That's why. Could you? That girl that you take a picture with on your Viber? Is she the tiger that you were telling me about? Tigress? She looked like
That's
a tiger.
my tiger.
Huh?
That's my tiger.
People live over there. I've been watching a lot of YouTube shows. Dustin. Do you not meet Dustin? He actually just lived over there. He outside Saigon, District 2. They have little huts on top of a pond or a lake, a river, and he lives there.
Well, you have to have money to do that.
Did you know how much my cousin bought his property outside of Maito? And then he retired over there?
I think he bought it for $10,000, but that was like 20 years ago.
No, properties are that cheap. When they're off the country like that, they're cheap. The reason why Van condo in 5th District was 80 is because it's brand new and it's on a strip that's brand new and she got ripped off. And also because it's in a city. But if you get a little off the city, they run really, 10,000, buy your whole entire. He raised chicken, he grow crop, and he raised like a lot of chicken. And that he had failure too, like $300 worth of failure of chicken. And then he still do it again, and now they're flocking. So because your friends are from the city, okay? Your friends are from the city. If you wanna live in, do you want to live in Ho Chi Minh or Mai Tho? Because if you want to live in Mai Tho, then you can get a property like my cousin. His neighbor is selling really cheaply.
How much?
5 to 10 grand.
No.
He bought it for 10 because his property is huge and it's already have concrete. Okay.
I like Nita. I probably. I don't know. Her family lives close to Mita.
Oh, her family is Mita. Bến Tre. Is she from Bến Tre?
No.
Bến Tre is cheap too. Bến Tre is cheap.
I know.
And my cousin didn't make any more money. That 100K, he lived off that loaning. He's a loan shark over there. When he.
I know. I remember.
You ever met him? Did you see his property?
Yes, the 2 houses. One for the mother-in-law, one for him.
How come I didn't see it? Oh, because you were retained back. Oh, because Van took you.
Something like that. But I remember.
You should connect with Van.
I remember how beautiful it was.
And he's huge, right?
Huge, like maybe 2,500 square feet each house, maybe 5,000 total.
You don't need to have 2. You can have 1. And why isn't she hooking you up? Your woman. She's a city girl, right?
She is a city girl.
They're luxurious people, man. Country girls, they cook and they do things themselves.
She's actually a country girl.
Did she cook?
Her family lives in Mekong, maybe 30 kilometers from Bentray.
Well, you got a woman who's well-to-do. Why can't you live off her? Like Kevin, he live off too.
Yeah, well, nobody's, this is the first day they allow foreigners in. They only allow foreigners in from 5 countries.
What I'm telling you.
I have a connection there, and I have a guy that can say that I have business business in Vietnam. And I could have went to Vietnam a month ago if I wanted to. But can't go if you don't have any money. No money, no honey.
Because you made it that way.
No. What do you mean I made it that way?
You chose a luxurious lifestyle. You got your Mercedes. You got your waterfront condo. You chose a luxurious lifestyle. Okay? 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 My cousin who gave up everything had nothing except $300 pension from Boeing and his saving from
I'm sure he had more than $300 pension. Okay.
I was just about to say, no, it's $300 because he only served 15 years for Boeing.
Oh, I thought he was a lifer.
No, my mom, she got 3,000. He got 300. But Boeing gives you, depending on the time, if you serve 25, I mean, if you work there 25 years, yeah, you get 3,000. If you work there 15 years, you retire early, they still give you a pension, but it's $300. But the thing was, he did not have anything in America. He gambled horses, he gambled at the casino. Finally, you know, after he worked, and he was living with my cousin, my sister in his sister in Renton. And she's a gambler too. Her little piece of house is run down for the last 30 years. She doesn't even want to upgrade it because she's a gambler. And she works for Boeing and she makes a lot. But his sister and her husband was crazy too, those two people. But he, on the other hand, he saved. He did not have anything, okay? He lived with his sister. He paid rent like $300. He finally saved. All before that, he spent it all from the horse race, He's a dude, man. And he doesn't look that good, but he's a dude. But he did save like 100, okay? 100 something. And he brought that home to Vietnam and bought that property for 20. And then the rest, you know, he bought flock of birds, chicken, and they failed.
Pigs. He's a pig.
Hey, guess what? He's a dog like you, except 12 years older. He's not good in business. He just follow his heart. And whatever means he have, he just risks it. He's a gambler like yourself. He just, you know, but he follow his heart. But one thing he's different from you, he was not. He doesn't have. I mean, he went to strip club and stuff, but he didn't have the big picture like you. You know, the big taste. Just very minute taste. He doesn't even have a kid. The wife he's at now, who's 20 years younger than him, she didn't even want to go to America. She wants to take care of her parents in Vietnam. And so he bought that little farm. They don't have kids. I don't know. Maybe they use protection or something. But she's fairly young.
Yeah, she was young.
And they've been living there for at least 10 years now. He came here a couple years ago to renew his visa. You know, he went to my house. Because every 10 years you renew your visa and you have to show your resident. So he stayed here. And she's still not pregnant or anything. And
he's really nice. I remember talking to him.
So did he slaughter a chicken for you?
No, but he showed me his pigs.
He had pigs too?
Huge. I mean, like, pigs you've never seen before. Like,
see, that's his in-laws. They raised them.
I think one hog was like 600 pounds or something crazy. Like, the biggest, like, almost cow size. Like a teenage cow.
Okay. You like that lifestyle. Obviously, you like the Vietnam lifestyle, right?
Oh. Yeah.
What's wrong with renting, man? You don't have to be an owner. He was never an owner. I'm not even an owner. I'm walking on the treadmill at my parents.
I can tell.
I walk on a treadmill at my sister too. You know what I mean?
I can tell. Yes.
So, hey, I don't know. So, and I do have this craving to go Vietnam, but I'm not in love with anybody. You know, thank God.
You're a fucking American. You have no desire to live in Vietnam. I know this.
Oh yeah? Give me a break,
Yeah.
man. Okay, that is so untrue. Because if it's true, I wouldn't be watching street food in Vietnam recently. The reason I'm just more responsible. My parents, the family health, you know, I've been taking my dad to see his blood pressure. Some quack doctor surgeon want to chop him up and put stent and patching. I have to be there as the wise man, the wise woman, saying, you know, I have to take care of him. You know, I have to do this.
I hope your father doesn't have to go through that.
He's a monkey this year. Okay, he's a monkey in this
I
year.
really like your father.
Huh?
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
I really like your father.
Yeah.
I like your mother too. I really like your mother. She's sweet.
But Monkey John, my friend, is had his quadruple, and Monkey Dad, you know, I have to watch him. Monkey John didn't have any emergency contact, so they crack him up and put stents on him, 4 of them. If he had emergency contact, let's say I'm his wife. They call me, or I'm right there at the hospital. I would like,
Yeah.
who is in your emergency contact? Because
My sister.
she better know what. You travel and you're at the whatever situation. I mean, Vietnam's different.
Yeah. No, you're at the mercy of, you know,
You're at,
somebody's decision.
exactly. He's single, and they based on their, you know, whatever CAT scan, MRI, and they just decided time to butcher you. You know. What's wrong with anticoagulate medication? What's wrong with that? Freaking scar down? And do you think that procedure is done? No. Once you have that procedure, it repeats itself. That's how marketeers come in. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. Big business. Big business.
I never hear a surgery that say, hey, thank you for coming in. Never see you. My dad had a repeat. Okay? John will have a repeat. That quadruple is for at least $2 million insurance paid for. The repeat is within 5 years. I can guarantee you that.
Well,
But the whole thing is, the Asians say, when you put you puncture the skin and go through your circulation, you destroy your meridian. But scientific saying like, no, we don't believe in that. Chinese medicine say it's like the river that flow smoothly. When it gets interrupted, it's spread. Do you understand? So nobody ever put a knife to you because that is disruption of meridian flow. That's really unhealthy. I mean, it's insisted upon a very healthy person. Of course, he's 52. So they went ahead, oh, he's 52, his organs are working, let's chop it up right away. Let's sacrifice the heart, since the heart is the one that's saying that it needs work. The kidney and the lungs and everything is A-okay. Oh, regardless, he's diabetic with asthma. Hey, they're okay, he's 52. But let's chop that up for $2 million because that's how we're going to afford to pay our waterfront property. So these marketeers, but John doesn't realize, or any patient doesn't realize, once you get chopped up like that, there is a second. You don't just go to a freaking strip joint once, you go twice. So don't go at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky I've never had any surgery whatsoever. You've had surgeries.
But I'm not going to get it repeated. And that's from experience. It's so tempting. Huh?
I said, the first time I have to get a surgery, I will be terrified. Trust me.
Hey, the reason why you haven't got surgery and the way you are, healthy, so healthy, bless you. Just, you are one strong dog.
I'm lucky. You know, I haven't had any health insurance since Obamacare. So like 2000.
I thought he charged people $2,000 for not. That's why my brother, who's your age, bought the freaking healthcare. $300 every month, and he doesn't even use it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky to be healthy, you know.
And that is another thing that I don't care about that dude. Obamacare, you don't care. If you care, why are we paying $300 when we don't even use? It's like buying an extra car and not using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't even need a car. I take the bus, or I bicycle, or I walk. But I need a car because Obama say I need it. Huh? And that's what my brother did. He bought this every month because, you know, he's following the protocol. But he never did. He's like you, a dog. Never had surgery. Never had any procedures. Never deliver babies. Oh, you know, because he's a dude, so never needed. And staying away from that system right now because it's COVID. You know, his teeth is receding. But I say, hey, there's the community. You know, you pay based on your income. No way. This year, no. Don't touch me. No. You know, that's why I said.
Well, and one thing that I do have is dental insurance.
You do?
Yeah, because my work used to pay for my health care, but when Obamacare came, they're like, you know, why don't you just go get your own? We're not gonna pay you the $300 a month that we've been paying for the last.
I'm gonna tell my brother to do what you do. Turn it over to dental instead of medical, and it works the same. You know what? No, it works.
The health of your mouth is the most important thing that you can do cheaply for the rest of your body. Because bacteria and whatnot, everything goes into your bloodstream from your mouth if you don't take care of it. So.
Well, you know, you're still a stud, so you have to take care of your teeth. Otherwise, the girls will turn away. That's how I see you at.
I have a fucked up Vietnamese grill, so.
That's so gross, man. It's just like. Oh, by the way, I cut my hair for COVID. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, you know, like, I'm glad that you're healthy. That's significant because it was like a totally shocking thing for me to find out on Tuesday when I went check his house and he was told of that incident. Especially, you know, I have known him to be so healthy, you know. He is like 5'10", 11, 6 feet. And, you know, like 100, he's like slender like you. He doesn't even have smoking habits, you know. He doesn't.
Wow. I kind of imagined a big fat guy.
This is a skinny ass guy, and I was just admiring his look from the behind, you know, when he went to the bathroom. I was like, John, you really look good, man. You know, you keep yourself. It took a long time for me to absorb, you know. All this time I thought Kevin was gonna, fall. Because Kevin, you know,
Start doing the feet and works his way up.
And yet Kevin doesn't have high blood pressure.
That's impossible.
Just take the blood pressure. He donates blood every month. And he get $20 or whatever at the South Center Blood Bank.
The reason that people get have low
He doesn't have. I
He's
buy.
lucky.
I buy on Amazon. Okay, Amazon. They have the pressure cuff. I do that for my dad since 2015 when he had the AAA abdominal aorta aneurysm. And recently he hadn't taken his medication for the last 8 months. So his high blood pressure, I guess, just ran out. My brother forgot to order for him, so he was acting up. So I took his blood pressure, and I thought, oh my God. I picked up the meds, insist on the pharmacist to give it to me, and they gave it to me, and then I scheduled PCP for him. And, the PCP prescribed him another 2 months of meds, and then October, supposedly his insurance going to send the meds in the mail, but if they don't, I'm going to, go back. The PCP thought his abdomen looked protruding. That's where the stent is. Oh, get this! Oh my God, I have to show you this. The surgeon who performed his AAA, so they put a stent into his abdomen where the aorta is that pump the stomach. So it goes to the groin, right? He's your age. He's my brother's age, 1970. So he repeat the procedure a year after that, 2016. In June also, a year after, because my dad didn't take his medication at all. And then 2017, and this year, 2017, he didn't do anything. My dad was taking his medication. So this year, when my dad had this, problem, I looked for Dr. Sue to do the repeat, because what he does is, the blood pressure goes up, the aorta opens up. It was at 7 centimeter when they put the stent in. They say your usual is 3 to 5, the aorta. If it's 7, you're dead. That's how they sold us on putting that procedure in. It was $500,000 procedure. The stent after that was also $500,000 by insurance. We would pay like a couple $1,000, right? So then.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that in 2016 about how expensive it was, this procedure.
Well, he has insurance, but anyway, so.
No, I know, but I mean, the cost to the insurance company was crazy, like $500,000, like you said.
So I tried to look for Dr. Sue again, the Chinese Leonard from Yale. I kept looking and looking the entire week. Beginning of September drove me like almost crazy. Then my brother, he called me and he said, my brother Ty, he called me and was like, well, he texted me, he said, oh, he's on Linkline, had a mental breakdown. And he's on YouTube, singing Yesterday. He's your age, in his room, with a banjo. Look him up, Leonard Sue. Let me look him up. No joke.
Talking about the Beatles yesterday.
But he have his own lyrics. And so I respond, and he even have a website because his wife is and they have twins, a boy and a girl, and a 12-year-old. So he's in one of the show. But I was like, what the heck? So, oh my God, this is a top-notch Yale University, a surgeon who is so impressive from the first time, 2015, because I wait outside the operating room. And then again, when I insist on the outpatient go in, it took him 30 minutes just to fix the leak, and out he goes. Didn't need MRI, didn't need CAT. He was like, you, man, good with your job. I mean, genius at your job. I mean, your conviction was like, and he's singing Yesterday? And then now I got a quack, okay, Harris, most available. The name sucks itself. I looked on the internet, her resume is 6 years at a freaking Texas University. 6 years for your bachelor, woman? And she sure showed that she needs things repeated. We spent 2 hours on the 3rd for ultrasound at Swedish. And this whole entire week, she just keep calling me, come in for ultrasound at Lake Washington, vascular at Overlake. I'm like, huh, lady? Don't you look at your chart? And then she wanted to do a CAT scan. We already went there on Tuesday. They did a blood and said his kidneys are not tough, okay? It's not healthy to do because the dye they inject in your blood, it would destroy your kidney because it filters. You know what I mean? It's a pump that filter blood. And you inject this dye in your blood, the kidney will feel, oh, it's okay. You just drink this 3 bottles of water. He will pee it out. This is what Dr. Menher, the surgeon, said. The 6 year. I'm like, and she had us come back to medical Bellevue imaging a second time. After the first time, they already say no. And then the second time, they poked him, and they poked him again to get the blood for the test, and it dropped. So the doctor said, no, he should be on dialysis. My dad was like, you quack, I'm going home, forget you. I hate you all. I'm old enough. You know, if I live another day, I'm good, but you are all quack. You keep poking me like I'm a doll, whatever, and you know what? You're done.
Good.
But
I think a lot of people don't exercise their own free will, and they just hand it over to strangers to make decisions. Like, no good.
The problem here is this woman did not look at her chart. Okay, this woman keep doing things. She says she need a cat for a complete picture, as if he's having a head surgery. You know, a cat scan you to your feet. Ultrasound is just the abdomen. His situation is the aorta, which is the abdomen. It's called AAA for a reason. But she need a complete cat. I could understand, okay, complete cat of the abdomen that will provide you with the CT scan. But okay, Dr. Sue took 30 minutes. The reason it took so long is because the anesthetic had to, you know that he had to work with that guy, okay? And his office outside for checkup after the procedure's done, oh my God, it's so impressive outside of Evergreen. He had like an army of employees. Now that he retired, singing yesterday in his bedroom. My point was, Menheres, you are the same age, maybe a year younger, the pig, 1971, but because from your year of 1990, which is probably your year, to 1996 in college, so she probably graduated from high school in 1990 and then entered college in 1990, and it takes 6 years to get her bachelor before she...
Long time. With a 3-year deal, she doubled it. 3 years of hard work.
Everything is like a repeat for her, you know? A genius take like 2 years to finish her bachelor. You know, Tina took 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, from UW.
Well,
especially in
people
art.
work hard. You know, some people don't.
Oh, somebody called me from Colombia. Hold on. Hello?
So do not perform any online activities. Press 1 to connect with Apple support.
Oh, hey. Something about my account is being hacked. I don't know what that's about. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Somebody hacked my account.
Hop in the shower here.
Wait, before you go, I want you to see another dog. So you're doing a lot better than all the other dogs.
Thanks for cheering me by telling me everybody else's terrible stories.
Say what? Leonard.
I said, thanks for cheering me up.
I'm always proud of you, man.
Oh.
Just give me me a moment. My internet's not working. But hey, I send you a link. You look at him, okay? Yale University. That, you know, you look at him.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I'll chat with you later then.
Okay. It was good to talk to you. Toodaloo.
Yeah, I want to know how you're doing.
I'm giving $600 a week. I'll tell you that.
What?
It's been difficult.
Oh,
I said I'd be doing a lot better a week.
okay. You have to, okay. You might not believe in this concept. Okay, you might not believe in this concept. There's food bank.
What is it?
They have more now.
Yeah, I may have to start believing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how life goes. We'll see how life goes.
Well, you probably don't want to eat anyways because you're smoking. So, but my brother sent me this link to go pick up meal, and I'm like, huh? No, no, I don't eat that much. General Sal, he's like, huh? He have a family to feed, but I'm like, huh? I don't like General Sal chicken. That's what they're serving in Bellevue at the school. And then he like just drive up and pick up the meal. I was like, what? But I don't like General Sal. And he goes, Friday they have pork, pulled pork something. And I'm like, I don't like that either. Yesterday he texted me and was like, hey, it's on Bell Red. You drive up to the school and they give you, it's Highland. I can send you a link. Actually, they have it every day, but you have to like the food. I'm very picky, so I'm not going to eat any of that. I don't want to eat General Tso. Spicy chicken yesterday sounded kind of good, and then he said it was deep fry, and I was like, hey, that sounds pretty good. And he said the menu is on the website too, so whatever you like, you just drive up, and it's all free during this COVID time. But I don't know if don't look like a footy guy, so forget it. You can live off coffee and smoke. That's what I'm saying.
Eggs are fine. Eggs are fine. They're cheap.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
You take care. We'll talk soon.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Yay, he's healthy. I should send him the link. Withdraw anytime at no charge. What is this place? Why is my phone on my iPad?